Before I jump right into how to make some of the bar chords, I'm going to start with what I usually consider my favorite way of teaching, body basics. And they come into play especially so when you're playing bar chords. On the left hand, if you're playing right-handed and your left hand's fretting the chords, we have to be sure, as I square up the guitar neck here with the video, that you play naturally. As you grab onto the neck of the guitar, you're just going to let your fingers hang naturally. A lot of people will try to overcompensate by turning their elbows, wrists. They'll even overdo it by reaching out, and that causes tension on the back of the hand. So coming from this angle here, I'm just going to go up and grab onto the neck naturally. So if I just had done this, you can do this without even learning how to play guitar. Another thing on body basics is if I give you a top view, I'm going to want the thumb and the index finger as I move up and down the fretboard to stay opposite of each other. I mentioned this during the body basics video, but we're going to reinforce it today for sure. Let's get a little bit of a close-up. So right here, the thumb stays opposite of the index finger, and then the 2, 3, and 4 fingers are ready to play whatever strings they need to play. Okay, going from the side view, you will see how my hand just goes up and sort of grabs onto the neck, but hangs naturally. Once again, people try to overdo it by lifting up, and that puts you out of position. You can't play the 6 and the 5 string hardly at all, regardless of the size of your hands. So you let it just hang naturally, not overdoing it, just the arm and the back of the wrist in a natural position, and the only things that are really sort of bending are your joints on your fingers. When you go between the E and the A form bar, there may be a little bit of tilting of the hand for the A form, but when you start tilting so that you're going towards the ground on that, you're not going to play very well, at least for bar chords. There are some 9th chords and some 13th chords in jazz and blues and so on that might work for, but not with the E and A form bar. It should be, once again, straight up and down. You also are going to learn to kind of lift up your fingers so that you don't slide right on the windings of the 6, 5, and 4 string, especially so, because it creates a noise that's not very attractive. You hear it sometimes in professional playing, but it's usually not considered a good sound. As you move up and down the strings, you will have to start adjusting and narrow your grip on the 3 frets. Okay? Let's get on to the E form bar chord.